Good afternoon, managers and employees at Australian Building Corporation. This presentation is here to teach you about the importance of mental and physical health and the ways in which you can benefit yourself and workplace by understanding what stress is, how you may be experiencing stress, and how to deal with it. My name is Felix Harbour. I have a Masters in Psychology from Monash University, and for the past 7 years I've been working as an advisor for workplaces on how to deal with stress. According to WorkSafe, stress is the second most common compensated illness in Australia. Because of this, it is crucial for both builders and managers at ABC to understand how to deal with stress in the workplace. Before I delve into how to cope with stresses, it's important to have a good idea of what stress actually is and what type of stress we'll be focusing on. So what is stress and how does it affect our health? Well, there are two types of stress, eustress and distress. Eustress is known as a positive form of stress when presented with a challenge or task that stimulates you, producing feelings of confidence and self-growth. This may be experienced for employees in the company that are doing a reasonably simple task that they find enjoyable, maybe learning to use a crane. Eustress will have a positive effect on your health as you benefit from it. On the other hand, distress is the unpleasant physical and mental effect faced by a task and may deteriorate your health. This usually is because the demands of a job may not be matched by the resources provided to do the job. This may be found if builders feel that there is inadequate time to complete a task or they feel they do not have the physical ability to do it. Stress is perceived by all individuals differently. What one worker may view as a stressful task or workload, another may not be bothered by it. Therefore, the effects of stress can vary from person to person based on how stressed a task makes them. Usually, stress causes negative emotions such as sadness or anger. Stress can also act as a precipitating factor that can lead to mental health illness such as depression and anxiety. If there is stress in a workplace, then employees will be less motivated to work and managers will suffer from a decrease in productivity and an increase in staff turnover. This can be very costly and time-consuming for the business. Therefore, the drive to eliminate stress should be shared by both builders at ABC and managers. WorkSafe developed a list of common causes for stress, known as stressors. Firstly, the workplace social environment can act as a stressor. If the culture of ABC is not inclusive and people feel left out, then that may lead to stress. This may be improved by implementing work dinners after a day of construction that may help bond the employees. A lack of career development and pay may also act as a stressor, especially if an employee feels they are stuck doing the same thing every day. This repetition may not challenge an employee, and they may be fearful that their career cannot advance any further. This will happen if there's a large gap in the status of site managers and builders. ABC could look to providing training for some builders to become project managers, increasing their drive and reducing the stress that comes from a status gap. Secondly, the physical work environment can act as a stressor. If the site is unsafe for builders, they may experience stress. This can easily be fixed by increasing safety standards above the legal requirements to ensure the safety of the employees. The third common cause of stress comes from systems of work. If the work hours are too long or the demand of work is too difficult, this can be stressful for the employees as they may find it difficult to balance a social and work life due to exhaustion. If builders complain of work hours being too long or difficult, the managers of the project should attempt to find a way to help the builders out. The final cause is management at work. If builders are too heavily supervised, they may feel under pressure to work when they are working. Conversely, if they are not supervised enough, they may struggle to ask for help. Similarly, if instructions are not clear, the same stresses may arise. To generally reduce stress, there are several techniques that can be used. Mindful-based stress reduction is a technique looked into by Sarah Smith to find a way of reducing stress in healthcare workers, specifically nurses. MSBR is an 8-week intensive training program that teaches participants mindfulness meditation. It combines meditation with yoga to maintain physical and mental health. This program was found to help a nurse's ability to cope with stress, decrease their time of exhaustion, and increase their mood and focus. This is likely to have a great benefit to those who have physically demanding jobs in ABC. The yoga would likely help with the recovery of a physically demanding job, and the meditation would help with stress levels. An optional training course could be implemented for those who wish to attend. Other things that can help prevent stress include a statement of commitment by a senior manager to reduce stress, communication to raise awareness about the effects of stress, and systems that can be put in place to identify and deal with stress. Comparing levels of staff absenteeism and regular staff surveys can help ABC to identify if systems are working and act as a quantitative or qualitative way of measuring stress levels. Fantastic that you've completed the first step in helping employees deal with stress by attending this webinar, and it will be very beneficial to both the workers and employees of the business. To reiterate the importance of reducing stress, low levels of stress lead to a healthy mental state. This leads to happier workers and a better work life. Not only will the builders on site benefit with a better mental state, but managers will be rewarded with more productivity and less staff turnover.